Hello, 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 everyone. Let's do a little sound check. If you're here and you can hear me, let me know. Just want to do a little sound check to make sure everyone can hear me okay. Welcome today to a really cool training. Hopefully you guys will find some value in what we're trying to do for people, especially people who are looking to make money online. So if you are on this, please comment and let me know where you're from, and let me just kind of give you a shout out. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. We'll wait until I get some comments here, make sure sound and audio is good. So again, thank you, Ms. Sue Whitten, who is actually commented first. So awesome. Appreciate you, Ms. Whitten. So hopefully I sound great. Ms. Sue says I sound perfect. And anyone else here with us today? Appreciate you being on, Ms. Sue Whitten. Anyone else here with us today on a Super Saturday? And hopefully we don't have this crazy snow, right? Let's see who else is here with us. And we're going to begin shortly, but I want to make sure everyone is here and can hear me. So let me just give a little bit of time for a few people to get on. I know this might be last minute. It's Saturday, NCAA. So we got Shelly's on. Awesome. Let me turn this phone off here. So welcome, Shelly. She's on. And if you're with us for the first time and you're outside of our community, please let us know that as well too. I want to make sure we are making sure that we acknowledge people who are just watching. So appreciate you guys for watching and being here. So we're going to literally start. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Melvin, and I'm actually coming to you today because you might have seen a little advertisement, or you might have seen some shorts that talk about how to get yourself more visible. And this is really important because many of you are on social media and you either have your own business, or you have an affiliate deal, or you're in a network marketing company. And one of the things that you may be doing is you're posting on your social media. And what's happening is, let me make sure this chat is up here. And what's happening is you're not getting people to possibly see your post, or you're not getting anyone to convert. And there could be a lot of reasons for that happening. I mean, it could be the content that you post may not be attracting the audience that you want, or it could be a number of things. But the biggest thing you got to fix is you got to make sure that you have your visibility turned on. And a lot of people do not have that turned on. And you might be posting something that's going to attract a lot of people. Like you really got your post down, you got everything solid, and you may have a great offer. So it doesn't matter how good your offer is. It doesn't matter how amazing your post or video is. If, YouTube is not letting people comment. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this. YouTube is tripping. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fix this. YouTube is always tripping. Give me 1 second. Let's turn this off here. YouTube likes to do that. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I gotta make this. I gotta fix this for my YouTube people, because YouTube sometimes is tripping. And let me make sure they didn't monetize this, because I don't want this monetized. So from people on YouTube, please forgive me. I'm going to fix it right now. Give me a second, because YouTube do be tripping. So let me go here on my YouTube. Give me a little second, y'all, and I'm going to fix this thing here, because YouTube is not letting people comment, which sucks. So let me make sure we can get in here and we can adjust this and fix this for you guys, because this ain't no good if we can't comment, right? So give me 1 second. I'm going to fix it for you guys. Let me make sure YouTube has got this thing not monitored. Okay, perfect. All right, let me make sure this is good here. Let me make sure the comments are on. Okay. Let's see why this didn't. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to fix this comment stuff. I don't know. Okay, here we go. All right, everyone. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to comment now. So let me know if you're on YouTube, and you should be able to comment. So if some of you guys are on YouTube, I know you're watching on YouTube. Give me a comment if you're on YouTube. Let me just see if it works. If what I did works. You guys should be okay to comment. Let me just wait till I see some YouTube comments popping in. Let me see if I do. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is tripping. But if you're on YouTube, let me see. Just comment if you're on YouTube. As a matter of fact, let me test it. Let me just make sure I can comment. We should be able to comment on YouTube. Let me just kind of go here and see and make sure I can. There we go. Okay, fixed. Sorry about that. YouTube. YouTube sometimes just makes my content monetized, and I don't want it to be monetized. But I'm an influencer, so sometimes it turns on. So let me just see who's here. So you guys are coming on YouTube. So I see. Let me just give a shout out here. So I see Larry Fobbs on here. I see him, and I see Sandra Dan. Okay, awesome. I see Zuli, and I see Mrs. Clark, and I see Mr. Ralph Bolin. How you doing, Mr. Bolin? Good to see you here. All right, so it looks like everyone can comment and everyone is visible, and we're rocking and rolling. So let me get back to what I was doing here. And so the reason why I am here is, again, I'll go back to it and just kind of repeat it for those of you who haven't, it's kind of late seeing it. The reason why we're here is because we want to make sure that you guys know and understand about your content, making sure that it can be seen. And again, sometimes it has to do, maybe your friends list is not that big, or maybe, you don't have people who engage with you. And so that stuff is easier to fix. But the main thing is understanding why you're killing your business with 3 little simple things. And so we're going to show that here, and we're going to make sure we're good. What's going on, Sergio? So again, let's get right into the presentation, and I want to show you guys some real numbers here. And so let's get to why we're here. So give me 1 second. Let me flip this here. I want to verify you guys can see my screen. And so let's flip it. I'm in a little corner right here. So let me make sure you guys can all see me. Let me move this comment thing, and everyone should see my screen. You should see me in the corner here. I didn't go anywhere. I'm right here. So make sure you guys can still see me. Awesome. So let's dive right into it. So today in this training, we're going to reveal 3 customer killing mistakes and how businesses lose sales without even realizing it. And so you might be in this category, and you've been invited here by somebody who is in our community, and our community is built around helping people improve everything. And that goes from everything from content creation, that goes everything from including traffic and to automation. So that is how our business is set up to help everyone improve everything. So let's just kind of jump right in here of what we're experiencing. And you guys have all seen this before. Many of you are in a business where you're trying to get leads, you're trying to get sales, you haven't had any leads, you haven't had any sales, and you haven't had any signups. And a lot of people right here need help with this. And this is kind of what we're doing. And this is what our group is focused on mainly. We're focused on now the nitty-gritty automation part of getting you leads, sales, and signups. So how many people can identify with this? How many people are not even getting leads, and you're putting yourself out there, you're putting your content out there, but it hadn't generated any leads for your business, right? You haven't gotten anything. So a lot of us kind of fall in that category, right? And, sometimes people ghost us, and this happens because of things that we're doing. And you think it's maybe something wrong with you, maybe it's the wrong approach, and maybe you're not good at sales. So again, you may want to know why your prospects are ghosting you. And we're going to get down to that, because we're going to make it so that you don't really have to worry about getting rejection again because of what we're going to do. So we're going to teach that. And sometimes you use outdated tactics from upline. We talked about this earlier. They tell you go out and make a list of 100 people, friends and family. And people are very wary of like affiliate deals and MLM deals coming from friends or family. And sometimes they see them as insincere or opportunistic. So you might fall in that category of using outdated tactics that upline say you do. They'll tell you, hey man, you got to get some people looking at this business. So, start inboxing random people. That's what they tell you to do. And the cold messaging on social media, folks, it's 2026. The cold messaging ain't working. It's just unsolicited, and messaging strangers comes across as a little spammy and unprofessional. Now, let's talk more about this. Somebody or people are continuously using this tactic in 2026. It is February 21st, 2026, and people are doing this. Hey, do you keep your options open to making money, extra money? Would you be open for an amazing Zoom tonight to see how we're earning thousands in residual income? And on the other side, this is what people are doing. So if y'all are doing this, how many people are doing this or have been told to do this? How many people have been told to inbox people? If y'all are doing this, it's not effective. And we're going to talk about why it's not. You might be saying, oh, I've made millions of dollars doing this. I want to challenge that theory too. If you have and you're making money just from inboxes, I really doubt it. The average person that's inboxing strangers is not even clearing $200 a month, probably. That's just how it is. So I don't mean to, kind of mess up your swag, but you cannot scale that, right? You're not gonna pay a mortgage doing that. I mean, you're not going to pay a mortgage just doing this. Like, can you pay your mortgage consistently every month by finding strangers' inbox? No, because a lot of people are going to say, ew, is this a scam? I don't know you. Is this a pyramid thingy? And again, randomly joining groups. That's another thing Larry brought up. So again, randomly joining groups is not a good thing either. So you just want to make sure that this is not a approach that you're using, because it's not professional. Sorry. It might work for some, and the people that it work for is because they are good at sales. They know what to say. They're good at pitching. Everyone isn't that good at pitching. I mean, even myself, I'm pretty good at sales, but this is not a method I would adopt because it's just not a high profit method, and it wastes too much of my time, wastes too much of your time. Let's move on and let's kind of talk about the other things about this. And a lot of people are creating content that's kind of flopping. And again, it's just not good content. You're putting some stuff out there. You're not getting the return on the effort that you put out. People are seeing your stuff. And, with the people who do see your stuff, they're like, oh, it's like cricket. So we go through that as well, too. And then a lot of you are burnt out from trying to figure out what to post every day. Like you have no idea. Like there is no way I know what to post, what to put out. You don't have a sequence or you don't have it planned out. And so this kind of makes it tough for the average person to go out and promote anything effectively, especially even if you've been online and you're a veteran. Like, do you know what you're going to post for the next 90 days? You probably don't. And that is where some of your problem is going to lie. And some people might say, man, my Facebook page is dead. Like it's in the graveyard. And so that might be you. You might be thinking your Facebook page is dead, but I'm here to tell you that even though it might not have an engagement, it's not dead. It's something that we have to do to help it. Now, a lot of people are thinking that, man, I have no reach, right? And so it's literally a meter, right? If you had to have a meter on your ability to reach people, some people would say, I have no reach. Very few people would say, I got full engagement. If you're watching this right now, where on that meter would you fall? Do you feel like you have no reach with your content? Or do you feel like kind of half and half? Let me just kind of know. This is an open question. How do you feel about your content? Do you feel like it has no reach, maybe middle, or maybe full engagement? So where on this meter are you? Don't be shy. Where on this meter do you feel that you're at? Anybody can comment. Do you feel like you're at the no reach part? You feel like maybe you're at the middle, maybe you're reaching some people and maybe you're not reaching others? Or do you feel like, man, I'm getting some really good reach on all my stuff? Just curious to see who feels like they're getting the maximum reach. So comment below, no reach, half reach, or full reach. Let me see who we got on here that's reaching people. Always good to know. Some of you guys might have great reach. Some of you guys might not have no reach. So Sandra's in the middle. Okay, perfect. And a lot of us, the average person from the crowd they got might be in the middle. So the goal is to trend towards full engagement. So let's talk about how do we get there. Now, limited availability equals losing money. So a lot of people, your business is not available 24/7. You might be, but your business isn't. And the thing about your business not being available 24/7, and some people are saying they're in the middle. Okay. The thing about not having your business available 24/7 means that you're losing money. And so people say, well, Melvin, what do you mean by being available 24/7? See, I don't care how many Eric Worre seminars you go to. I don't care how much training you go to. There's a point to where your business has to become tactical, right? There's a point to where you have to have a tactic of how you operate. And a lot of times when you guys go to training or you go hear inspirational stuff, it's great for motivation, but where's your tactical, what do I do type of phase? Like, what do you do from most people? They go to training and, hey, they get taught how to approach people. They get taught on how to prospect, right? But they never get taught on traffic. And it just bothers me so much that, okay, yeah, go out and talk to this person, that person, but they talk about how to prospect. But if you ain't got nobody to prospect to, then that's the problem. That's the big problem right there. So we got to have people to prospect to. So again, that's where we're at. And what's going on? How you doing? So let's talk about losing money by not being able to prospect, right? So again, if your business ain't available 24/7, no matter how good you are, a lead might see your post at 1:56 and they might want more information and they might reach out to you at 1:58 a.m. and you don't respond because you sleep. And by 2:02, whoever you might have had then lost interest. So again, a lot of you guys might miss sales that you might automatically make. And why is this happening? Well, it's because of lack of automation. Now, how many people right now that are watching this are ready to end your struggle and start getting more leads, more sales, and more signups? Who's ready? Who's really ready to take on that new type of thing to where we're starting to get some leads and some sales? And some of you guys might think, man, who is this guy? Like, what does he do? Like, how can he help me? And that's natural. I mean, I definitely appreciate you. You should come in critical when someone is talking about things like this. But if I'm addressing this issue, it's obviously not being addressed enough and it's not being put out there enough. And so people are they're still stuck in 2026. Network marketing has been around for how long? Affiliate marketing has been around for how long? And people still can't get consistent leads and sales. And I'm not saying you have to make millions of dollars, but I'm just saying, like, can you get enough sales? Can you get enough money to at least pay a phone bill, to pay a car note, to pay insurance? Like, can you get enough money to consistently make $250 a month, $500 a month, right? So we're not talking about the millions and millions. We can't, a lot of people they skip to the millions, but the way I see this is you got to start somewhere. You got to start consistently earning $100 a month before you can earn $500 a month. You got to consistently earn $500 a month before you earn $1,000 a month. You got to consistently earn $5,000 a month before you can touch $10,000 a month. You got to be able to touch $10,000 a month before you can get to $100,000 a month. It just doesn't go from 0 to $1 million, right? But so there's something in between that has to happen. And so I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys how you can literally go from no reach to almost full engagement of people who are seeing your stuff, right? And so when we say that, we're not saying every single person on your Facebook page is going to give you full engagement, but out of the certain group of people who see your stuff, there should be full engagement because, there is some suppression there. But if you have 1,000 people and 20 people see your stuff, there should be a like interaction, or there should at least be an impression on the video. And so that's where it comes to like knowing your numbers. So I look at numbers, folks. I don't talk in fantasy or mystery. I don't talk into make believe land. I deal from numbers. I know my numbers. If you don't know your numbers, then you have no idea if you're reaching people or if you're not reaching people. I want to ask this question before I put this on the board. How many people know their reach? Let me just kind of switch this on because I need to see this too. So how many people right now, and I'll go back to this. How many people right now, I'm going to look at you guys in the camera. So if you're watching me today, do you know what your numbers are as far as your reach? Has anybody ever told you how to look at your numbers, how to evaluate if your business is reaching? Now, these are things that people should know. Like, I don't understand like how people say, I'm not getting any engagement, I'm not getting anything. But if you don't provide the numbers, you don't know. So how many people know their numbers? If you know your numbers, comment. If you don't know your numbers, comment as well. Say, I know my numbers. I don't know my numbers. You cannot evaluate anything on feel, folks. You have to evaluate things on data and statistics. If you're not evaluating your business or your reach or your content on data, then you are not getting an accurate evaluation of where you are realistically at. Am I making sense? So who knows their numbers? Let me see in the comments. No, but I will start tracking. What method do you recommend? All right, cool. So this is Martha is one of the most honest people in the world. So I'm glad that she can comment. And again, we're going to talk about getting to know your numbers and where they're at. And I'm going to be teaching this inside my community of how to evaluate if your content is actually reaching people and learning it. Because you need to know where to check them at, right? And it doesn't matter if you're on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. You need to know if your content is reaching people. And then you need to be able to match that with your actual people who are engaging in your website, right? And again, you need to make sure you have the right website. So let's see. Only when I know the numbers of members in the group that I post. Nope, that's not it, Larry. But we're gonna show you how you can learn your numbers so you can see what's going on. Very honest, Ralph. Good. I don't know my numbers. Perfect. I don't know my numbers. All right, perfect. A lot of people don't know the numbers. Awesome. So this is something that we're going to be, literally diving in extensively. But even if you're not inside my group and you're not inside our premium group, you still should know your numbers. And again, knowing where to find them is going to solve a lot of your problems. So this is something that I recommend, folks, knowing your numbers. So maybe I don't know my numbers. People say, man, do you even know your numbers, Melvin? Well, actually, let me show you my numbers. Let me show you personally where my numbers are. And let me show you how I'm going to put them up here, but I'm going to show you literally, it was a training that we're going to have on how to find them. So, you might be saying, okay, Melvin, let's see your numbers. Okay. This is how I know if I am not, not getting engagement. I have to measure the numbers. So the first month of January, these are my insights. My content collectively got 2,121 views. That was down from December from 66%. That was down. So I looked in 2026 and I said, hold on, something ain't right. Because, I looked at frequency, I look at how often I post, I look at the same content, same people, and why are my views down? Well, that's going to tell you if you're being suppressed, or that's going to tell you if you don't have something turned on, or it's going to tell you a lot. So once I went through, guys, I'm going to tell you, I went through like I was Inspector Gadget. I went through everything line by line. I looked at everything and I discovered 3 business killing mistakes that I'm going to share with you here. 3 business killing mistakes that I'm going to share with you right here. I'm going to show you the mistakes, and the solution is going to be inside of our group because we're going to actually train on this coming up. So again, insights is very important. Learn how your profile is performing. My views weren't doing good. So when I identified why they weren't doing good, the 3 reasons, this is January. In January, or nearly in February, I made 3 little tweaks. 1, 2, 3. 3 little tweaks. Okay? 3 little tweaks. All right? And you know what? Here's somebody that knows the numbers. Great. So Zuli said, I've had 18,700 views. 3% was higher than the previous 28 days. So Zuli's been attending my training. So she knows her numbers. So perfect. She has her switch turns on. So this is one of our students in our class and she does great. And so again, she knows her numbers. This is what we're teaching. Thank you, Zuli, for sharing that. She's in our class as well. And so she is literally where kind of I'm at. So when I made this switch, when I made this turnkey switch on my profile, this is where I ended up. I was able to discover the things I did not have turned on and everything jumped. This is my numbers in February. Just not even a month, 18 days, those changes took effect immediately. Immediately. So I actually went from 2,100 views of my content to 56,544. So that's up really 49%. And then we're going from the previous day, but again, or previous week, but I am literally up. So 56,000 views, tons and tons of leads, tons and tons of prospects. So let's go further. So folks, what I want to do is I want to introduce you to our group. It's called Millionaires in Training. Some of you guys are a part of this community. And what this community is, and let me just be very, very intentional about what this is. What this community is a community that is focused on one sole thing. It is focused on giving people skills that pay bills, and it is focused on developing your ability to automate, developing your ability to read your numbers and to function like an actual business. If those of you who don't know me, you may not know anything about me, but I'm a person that owns brick and mortar businesses, as well as I've been a top affiliate online, and in totality online, I've done over 7 figures in online businesses, just online, meaning that I posted content and it made me 7 figures. So going into that, there's a lot of components. And so since 2009, I've been online, I've been around, and I've been consulting with people one-on-one. And I got to a point to where, you know, financially, I didn't really want to charge as much as I normally do because I would charge $1,900 for 1 hour to work with people. And I've had some people here that I work with. So I said, you know what? I'm good financially. Let me do a group where I can just have an average person come in and train in the masses. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I've trained in a company that Eric Worre owned. I was one of the trainers. I've also trained in different types of corporations. I've been brought in to train. I've been flown in to train. So this is what I do because I'm getting actual results. And I'm teaching people how to take a tactical approach, not an emotional approach, a tactical approach. So let's just talk about the 3 customer killing mistakes and how business losing sales. So before I go any further, are you guys ready to learn the 3 mistakes? Because I'm going to be honest to my word. I'm going to show you the 3 mistakes. So who wants to learn the 3 customer killing mistakes? Comment below before I move forward, because I want to make sure everyone is paying attention. I want to make sure everyone is ready to know this. So I'm going to reveal to you the mistakes that you're making. And we kind of talked about one of them, but we're going to cover the other 2. So are you guys ready? Let me know. Comment ready, and I'll move into the mistakes. So comment ready. Waiting for people to comment ready because this is okay. Yes, Martha says yes. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Martha, for allowing us to move forward because I need to make sure you guys are ready. Okay. Mistake number 1 is one-by-one messaging people. Messaging people individually all day wastes time. It limits how many people you can reach. And often you get polite responses, but not real buyers. So let's talk about that in great detail. All right. So how many people message people one by one And if you do message people about your opportunity, do you know that it limits your reach? And some people say, nah, it ain't limiting my reach, man. You crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. You just crazy. You just crazy. Okay. All right. So how many people would it take you to message to make $1 million a year? Probably more than you can count. And let's say all of them responded back. You're going to spend 1 million hours on Facebook. Is that really how you want to spend your time on Facebook 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Where is your automation? How do you know the people that you're messaging are qualified for your offer? Larry says he do because it makes it personal. So Larry, let me just, and I'm not calling anybody out here, but let me just kind of make this in reality too. So Larry, you message someone, you inbox someone, right? They're not expecting it, right? So you inbox 10 people. Let's say you inbox 10 people, right? And you say, hey, how's it going? And you got 10, hey, how's it going, right? So you got 10, hey, how's it going? The first person is going to be like, fine, and they're going to comment 2 hours later. The second person is going to be like, oh, it's a great day. So now you got 10 small talks going on. For one exchange is going to take, let's say 15 minutes. Multiply 15 minutes by 10. That's like 150 minutes? That's for one exchange. Then by the time you say your line or your pitch, then what happens is you have to go in your inbox again and you have to reply again. And you have no idea or no indication that these people even want your offer. The thing is, to be successful in this business, you have to talk about the things that matter to the people who want them the most. If I have no idea what you're interested in, I am not going to approach you because I just don't have the time in the day to keep up with the inbox of a bunch of messages where we're not getting anywhere. So it's not an income producing activity because when I message someone, it doesn't lead to a lead. It takes about, I don't know, maybe 20 or so exchanges to get to a lead. That's too much work for me. That's too much work for you. And I did have someone to challenge me on this theory, and I'm going to give you the results here. So let me pull up this. The private message gives you an audience of 1 using social media. Exactly. Martha, man, you get it. You get it. So it's all about the numbers. Let me give you a scenario. I'm going to pull this scenario up. I'm going to kind of talk to you guys personally. So let me give you a scenario. And I had this argument with a person who made $1 million in industry. So he challenges me and he says this. He says, Melvin, I absolutely disagree with what you're saying. You know, I message people, I call people, I do a lot of messaging, a lot of calling, and I cleared over $150,000 this year clearing, in network marketing by doing just that. You are wrong about that. And I said to him, I never said it wasn't effective. I just said it wasn't efficient. You cleared 150K this year messaging and calling people, right? He says, yes. I said, how many hours did you put in every single week to do that? This man took 80 hours a week. 80 hours a week to message, present, show, drive, call, Zoom. 80 hours a week for 100K. Show me his numbers. I was like, wow. Okay, yeah, it's effective, but it took you 80 hours. He was like, so Melvin, you're wrong. I said, well, hold on, let's back up. Let me show you what I cleared. I cleared about 100, and in this particular, I'm not going to say a total because I'm just going to count just the same business that he was in, network marketing. I had my W-2. Well, anyway, I cleared about 150K in one of the businesses. And he says, so you and I cleared the same thing. And I said, no, we didn't. We did not clear the same thing. I said, let's do some math. So if you divide 80 hours into what you're getting, you didn't earn more than I did. You didn't earn equal to what I did. I earned more than you. He says, why is that? I said, you spent 80 hours a week. I said, I spent 5 minutes a week and made the same thing. So folks, go on a message. Spend 80 hours a week to make 150K. I'm spending 5 minutes a week. I'm enjoying my family. I'm aging like slower. He's aging faster. So he is putting more stress on his body, more stress on his mind. I'm relaxing. 5 minutes a week. 5 minutes a week. 5 minutes a week versus 80 hours a week. So if you're going to make 150K a year in one business, would you rather do it in 80 hours a week or 5 minutes a week? That's the question. So that's the difference. So if someone tries to argue, hey, let's pull out the facts. It's not efficient. And we're here to be efficient. Let's go back. So what's the solution? Martha kind of gave you a hint, but we're training on that solution this Monday in our group. And you would be like, you'd be so blown away when I show you some samples of this, of how well this works. So that's issue number one. We've identified the first issue. Let's go to issue number 2. You're hard to find online. Hard to find online. Some of you got inactive profiles. You have no clear message on your social media, and your platform is not optimized. And if people can't find you, they can't buy from you. So what do you mean? Melvin, I don't know what you're talking about. I have a TikTok, I have a Facebook, I got an Instagram, and I got a YouTube. I can be found online, really? Well, there are certain settings in those platforms that you have to turn on, or it will not broadcast to a wider audience. Some of you guys don't know this right now, but your profiles are only broadcasting to a very, very limited audience, and you don't even know. So when you check through your settings and your optimization, some of you are going to be very surprised to find that because you didn't turn certain things on, you limited your reach. You're killing your own business. Because some of these settings, and I had these off too. This changed in 2026. I had all these settings off. When I turned them on, it literally went and it recommended me to people. My social media platforms recommended me to people. If you have not looked at your settings in each profile, you have to turn them on. In the group, in our community, here's what I do. I got a solution. I show you how to turn on your settings so that you're not kind of bottlenecking your reach. Some of you have the capacity to reach 10,000 people, but because your settings are not on, you're only going to reach 800 people. That's a big difference. It's a big difference. So you got to make sure that people can find you, because I don't care how many people you reach out to. It is effortless because you spend so much time trying to find people, but you spend no time making sure people can find you. And that, my friend, is what's called not being optimized in your business. If they can't find you, they can't see you. So this is a tactical thing where you can go through your settings, and I'm teaching this coming up. You can go through your settings and you could tweak it so that instantly it broadcasts you. Doesn't matter how dull you are, people can't even see the dull stuff. So that's the thing that has to be fixed. Another thing, the third thing, is you're selling too fast. Too much info too soon, overwhelming prospects, it kills curiosity. So a lot of you have offers. Thank you, babe. So a lot of you have offers. Let me drink some coconut water here because my throat is getting dry. You guys have a lot of offers, right? And it's not the offer that is turning people away. It's how the offer is presented. So if you have an offer, how are you presenting the offer? If you're copying a random video on YouTube and say, hey, this is how a company works, look at this, that ain't an offer. Like, that has no structure in it. Hey, watch this video and get back to me. That is, no one's ever going to get back. That is not an offer. You didn't make an offer. So how do you make an offer? How do you craft an offer? How do you make the offer look good? Well, you have to house it. If you don't know how to house a proper offer, then you're going to end up selling too fast and you're not going to leave anything open to curiosity. So here's a question. Does anyone know what an offer looks like? Just comment. You want to know what a properly housed offer looks like? I can show you one. What does an offer look like? What does one look like? Some people may not know. And again, as always, let me go back here. Went too fast. We talk about this in our training. So we got up and coming training where we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk extensively and we're going to teach this. So if your offer is not housed properly, I don't care that the company gave you a website. I don't care that your website has a capture page. Is the offer housed? Is it themed correctly? Is it built into a campaign? Is it built to address a problem? Do you structure it so it solves a problem? These are what's happening. So let me just kind of show you out of curiosity. Let me pull up one of my pages here. And I can show you how to house an offer. And when you see how this is housed, let me pull it up here. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I never thought of this. So your offer could be the same offer all the time, but you can also present it many ways so you can craft it to fit a different audience. So let me just kind of pull up an offer and show you, how to house an offer. So I'm going to go through and pull up one of my older offers here. Give me 1 second here. And this is one of the old platforms that I use. So I'm going to show you guys what a good offer looks like. How to house a good offer. And let me find one here. I got plenty of these, but I'm just going to find a good one I can teach on. That's just simple. Just to kind of show you guys the simplicity of it. Okay. So this is an offer that I would put into a, let's say for instance, and let me just get a subject from you guys. How many people are offering a opportunity to make money online? Put a 1 if you have opportunities where people can make money online. Just put a 1. I'm going to show you how I house an offer. Maybe I'll even show you the income that I did from this offer. Put a 1 if you have something on opportunity for people to make money online. Just put a 1. Put a 1. I'll wait for you. Hopefully you guys are learning something. Okay. So instead of the products, maybe I just want to promote the opportunity. Let me show you a good campaign that I use, and this will be available in my group. And so here's what you do. If you got an offer where people can make money, you want to be able to show people exactly how you made money. So if you made good money, let's say you made 2,500, 2,400 in the last couple of days, then if people see that, that's documentation. Now they saw where you're at. They're going to say, well, how did he get there? So this is a good page. Let me see if I can pull this up here. This is a pretty good page on how to house an offer. I'm going to show this to you. So I use this capture page here. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. So literally learn how to make 2,500 in 4 days with high profit e-commerce automation. And we do most of the work for you. Just follow a cut and paste formula. So the offer is presented in a way where it's just easy. Learn how we make 2,500 in 4 days. There's a video there, and how we do most of the work for you because people want work done for them. Just follow a cut and paste formula. By presenting the offer that way, I take away all the unnecessary things that don't need to be said too early. So this is housing an offer. And then we have a button here that says unlock high profit workshop. Click this button to learn more. And so when they click, we got a form here so we can literally make sure we're getting as much information from our prospect as possible. That's kind of how you house an offer. But I'll show you some more. Some more here. Let's look at another one. So that's housing an offer. And this can be done for pretty much anything. Make money online stuff. It can even be done for insurance. I'm not sure if anyone sells insurance here, but you can house an offer for insurance. You can house an offer for weight loss. You can house any offer and make it look more attractive, right? It's just very easy to do this. I'm going to pull up some more offers just to kind of show you some of the things that I've housed. You can even house your Zoom offer. I mean, it's just so many things that you can literally, house and make it look so much better. Let me just kind of show you some more. Then we'll move on because I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I'm already probably at the limit of where I want to go. And this is what we're teaching inside this community, folks. We are teaching this. So how many people want to see, this is going to be funny, how many people want to see how to house an insurance offer that makes people curious? So if you sell life insurance, if you sell any type of insurance, let's say you sell life insurance. Who sells life insurance? Now, life insurance is the hardest thing to house. Right? It's the hardest thing to house. Like if you are selling life insurance, like how do you get your leads? How do you get people to make you want to want to be involved in insurance? So put in life if you want to see how to house a life insurance offer, because this is the hardest thing for most people online to house. And they have to do one by one. But I did have a life insurance person that I work with, and that life insurance person is doing $250,000 because he houses his offer really good and people are curious. So she put in life insurance. Well, this is how you house. You guys are going to laugh. And this is why it's so good, because it is curious. So let me move this. Let me find the life insurance offer here. I did get someone to comment on how to do it. So let me find it here. Give me 1 second. Let me find my life insurance offer. I think you guys are going to think it's just the coolest thing ever. You can house it for people. You can house it for clients. So give me 1 second. Let me find it here. Make sure I got it in my bag here. Bear with me 1 second as I find this. I got one page, but I also have an alternate page that I put up. I'm trying to find the alternate one. I just actually had it up. So let me see. Okay, I'll show you guys my other one. Give me 1 second. Show you guys my other one. I did have a life insurance offer up here. I got so many offers on here. Okay, I'll give you my alternate offer. But it was so good, the animation part was so good that literally people use it. And I got one person that used it really, really group, but really, really good. But they use it and it just attracted so much attention because no one had ever seen an offer house like this ever. Bear with me, y'all. I'm coming. I know. All right, let's see. I just had it up. And I'll show you the latest variation of it so you can see it. I don't want to waste your time here. Okay, here we go. Imagine having a life insurance page that says you can't afford to die. That would get a lot of attention. It makes life insurance no longer boring. You can't afford to die. Then we have a person that points down below as this page loads. Again, you can't afford to die is the way our houses offer. And again, I was showing people an autopilot system that I had, and I made $3,600 with just 4 sales, right? Because I did offer life insurance. So again, you can't afford to die. And look at this guy pointing down. That is how you house a life insurance offer that just looks attractive, right? It's just fun because you have this animation and it's just fun. It makes people curious. So if I had a you can't afford to die, how many people would say, oh, this is interesting. He's right. I can't afford to die. Let me go down this rabbit hole. See, that is the difference in showing an offer and housing an offer. This is the difference. So we go over stuff like this, and let me get back to this presentation. So this is what we're doing inside of Millionaires in Training, our group, and I'm going to go to a few other things that we're doing too, because we do use AI, we do use technology, and so not to be too long, but let's kind of fly through everything else because I kind of wanted you guys to see what we're doing inside of this. So again, the first thing I tell people is they got to fire yourself, right? So a lot of times, if we're going to be efficient, we have technology that can clone ourselves so we don't have to be online all the time. So again, if you're going to be online, you got to get a good camera. You got to get some lighting set up. You got to get all this fancy stuff that I got back here, all this wardrobe, grooming, and makeup, and audio gear. And again, I can't be online all the time because I might not look good. I might not have my office set up. I might be like this plain Jane office. But if I don't have my office set up and ready to go online, I don't have no lighting. I don't have to, because the cool thing is, I can do without that. So the first thing I want to tell you to do is fire yourself and hire a clone. Okay? Because when it comes down to camera costs, lighting setup, background, wardrobe, grooming, makeup, audio gear, editing software, you might not have all that yet. You're working towards getting all that. So what if you can make a clone that had the perfect office with your logo behind you? We show you how to do that. We show you how to create unlimited, hyper-realistic content in minutes with no camera, no editing, no getting ready required. If you look at most of my content, folks, it ain't me all the time. It's like my AI. So a lot of times I don't even have to show my face. I'm almost faceless. I show my face 10% of the time. I show my AI clone 90% of the time. It doesn't make a difference. It works just as effectively because I can clone myself. Again, you can do high quality branded videos and images that look exactly like you. And again, I got step-by-step training for that in my group for non-techie people. And if you're wondering if it works, folks, I got an AI channel on Google and I got over 600,000 views. I made over $2,000 a month, make over $2,000 a month with that channel. And that was my recent posting. I had this out for a while, but I'm still getting my engagement and I'm not having to do it. It's just my AI on there. And so if you want to leave your competitors 2 years behind, folks, you have to understand that there's 2 types of content. There's ultra realistic, ultra hyper realistic, and there's regular content. And again, a lot of AI channels are using this. There's an AI channel that has 382 followers making 10 grand a month. AI, no real picture necessary. Also, there are people who make content like this, just leaning back on the beach. This is AI, even though it looks real. So again, 98% of people use regular content, and we actually use hyper-realistic. So as you see, the hyper-realistic just looks more real. And you guys see me use this. So again, it just looks a lot realer. So we teach you how to use content that looks very real. So you don't have to spend all your time in front of a camera getting a haircut, getting everything, when you can have content that looks as real. And so again, some people put content up like this. I put content up like this. It looks real. It is ready to do business for me. I don't have to be online. So again, one of the things you want to do to make yourself more efficient in business is use good, realistic content. And again, I'm able to do this effectively. Again, there's Gemini, there's Law Model, and then there is the ultra hyper realistic content. But we show you guys how to do that. Then we show you guys how to make reels using your AI. And these reels are very, very effective, right? So again, you can make AI podcasts, which we're going to show how to make your own podcast studio. So again, you could do this stuff in real time. So being able to use AI and then being able to replicate. So a lot of times I don't have to prompt. I got a AI tool where I hit a button. If I see someone in an outfit and I say, "Ooh, I want that outfit on me," I click a button and it recreates me in that outfit. I don't have to prompt or anything. So I make everything very, very easy. And I teach this. So again, inside of our Millionaires in Training, we have the Ultra Hyper Realistic Studio and AI course that shows you how to make ultra hyper realistic content that works for you. And to test this, my wife is not a person online. So we took some of her pictures and we fed it into our content machine, and it was able to take those pictures and it was able to create some really cool stuff. And so she wanted to be able to make some money with Instagram without being on Instagram. And this is a picture of my wife here. And this is actually an AI picture. And it got a lot of likes, right? No one didn't know the difference. Well, we're able to generate photos like these that are ultra hyper realistic, that look really, really good. And these are the type of photos that you can generate when you know how to use AI properly and you know the right tools to use. So these are photos that could literally get her attention from everyone. And she can do fitness photos. She could do podcast photos. She could do any photos, right? So these are photos where she didn't have to be in front of a camera. And yes, she actually got a deal from Ann Taylor. And again, as you see, these look realistic. So this is my wife. We're able to get her some really good photos. And this is what we're talking about when we say, learn how to use AI the proper way. And again, we're able to get all these cool photos. So again, AI photos of my wife. And what about swimsuits? Well, sometimes you don't have to have a swimsuit body to have a swimsuit picture. So again, my wife is in good shape, but again, you can do swimsuit pictures here, as you see here. You could do pictures on the beach, as you see here. Again, all of these are photos that would attract attention using AI. And this is how we're able to use AI to work for us and be around when we're not. So again, I use this to create many reels for her on her account. It's something like this that attracts attention, that can get people to go to your website. And then I can even do products. I can make products with my AI, and I can take my products and I can actually have my wife holding a product. So this is a product I created. Well, I didn't create it, it's a made up product. And so I'm able to take that, I can turn it into a full commercial where, people can actually see this as a product and have her apply it on their face. So we can take AI to another level to do product sales. And as you see, we do it all the time. We can animate it where she moves, where she dances and stuff. So we could literally turn our products into really good commercials. And so we show you how to master all this stuff. We show you how to open doors, how to launch pro-level headshots, how to have Instagram influencer accounts that build money for you, how to manage content, and how to grow and outsource this. You can even start your own digital agency with Instagram models that you create using yourself. So again, this course will be $497. You're not going to pay $497 ever. We offer this course for free. It's in our community. It's available. It's free right now. And you can learn how to make professional grade AI. All this is inside Millionaires in Training. Now, also in Millionaires in Training, we're going to teach you even more. We're going to show you how to build smart systems, write emails that sell, master AI tools, duplicate success fast. We're going to show you how to go live like a pro. If you see me going live here, you see all this cool equipment. We show you all of this stuff. This is pretty cool stuff that we show you. We even show you how to make presentations. We show you how to boost your value, how to build your tribe. I show you how to take over the internet and attract power players and make monster presentations. And what's so cool about all this stuff is that if you master even a few of these skills, you won't just level up. You'll become unstoppable. So we can show you how to become unstoppable on the internet with all these amazing skills as you see me doing here. Again, all of our presentations that I do are meant to attract people and keep the eyeballs glued to my offer. And so we even offer creative services. So if you want to build a funnel or if you want to build a system, we have people that can do it for you. If you need tech support on your website or you need custom designs, we got done for you templates. We do sizzle videos. I have a gentleman that is well versed, charges little to nothing to do it. And so you can get content created for you if you don't want to create it yourself. And again, with our community, we teach you streaming mastery, system building mastery, email marketing secrets, mass recruitment training. We'll show you how to dominate PowerPoint. You can make crazy PowerPoints. We'll show you how to get, cars tax-free, business trust training, vending machine empire, AI automation training, community mastery, YouTube monetization courses. All of this is back here. And again, if I were to say this would be $99 a month, a lot of you would say, you know what, that's a great deal, Melvin. I'll take that right now. So if you're watching this, how many people feel like $99 a month is a fair price? Just say fair if you think it's fair. I'm not saying you would pay it, but if you think it's fair to learn everything I'm showing here, comment fair. All right, so people are saying fair. Okay, fair. I got you. Well, folks, you won't pay $99 a month to be in our community. You get everything you see and more for just $19.95. That's what it costs to be in our community, $19.95. And then we even have an affiliate payout. Once you join a community and you are in there, if you want to invite someone else to come to our group, here's a cool thing. You get paid a 50% commission from the membership. So you join our group for $19, you invite someone, you're going to earn $10 a month for everyone that comes in. And you'll be able to learn all this stuff. You'll be able to learn like everything we have here. We even have bonuses. So really good community to be in, $20 a month. We train every Monday and we have courses back there. Again, you'll be able to see this as well. And we got another course coming up. How many people have spent money in network marketing or affiliate marketing? We're going to share a little known legal strategy in network and affiliate marketing, and people are using it to recover thousands of dollars. So if you spent money in network marketing, we're going to show you how you can get it back. Yeah, there's a way you can get your expenses sent back to you. The government covers that. We're not going to kind of spill the beans here, but we're going to show you, we're going to have a course based on how to get your money. So if you spent $5,000 this year in MLM, you can get it back. If you spend $200 in MLM, you can get it back. Whatever money you spend for equipment, for food or whatever, we're going to show you how to get that back. So how many people think that is an interesting course? How many people want to know how to do this? Again, we're not tax professional, but we're going to teach that coming up. So we got a lot of things in our private mastermind class that we teach. So all of this is fully accessible to you guys. And so again, these are things that we're going to be teaching. So if you want to know any of this stuff, if what I've shown you has helped you, then this will be a great, great community for you because we're going to be here helping you grow. Everyone is so kind and amazing. So I am excited to share this. And if someone invited you to watch this, make sure you get back with them. You'll be able to earn 50% commission by inviting someone else. And if you like me doing this presentation every Saturday or Saturdays, I don't do it often, but I will do it at the request of our members because again, our members don't have to go out and try to sell this. Just invite people to our live streaming and boom, they're here. And I even provide flyers for you to invite. So if you put a flyer and post it up, you can even steal one of my commercials if you want. You can put it up and when people comment on your post, you can send them here and I'll do all the presenting and selling and you just make all the money. How cool is that? So we have a great community. It's available. And if you are watching this through myself, then just comment and ask me for a link. If someone invited you here, comment to them and say, hey man, what's the link to that community? I need to get in because there's some training coming up on Monday that you guys are going to definitely want to see. And that training is very, very extensive and you want to be in here. So we do live trainings. If you don't know, we do, let me pull up this, I got this thing. There we go. So every Monday we do live trainings. They're recorded and they're put into our mastermind section. So if you want training, and we do this every Monday, we don't miss Mondays. We might miss this Monday though. So I'll say We may not miss it. So this Monday, we're going to have a 30-minute training. I'll say that, 30, 15-minute training. And we're going to go over this stuff. And again, we train every week. And I think we might do a Tuesday this week, maybe, because I do have some, we may do it Tuesday. We'll see. But I literally train once a week, every Monday. This Monday, I may have to go to my doctor's, make sure my heart is okay. But if you would like to be trained on this stuff, if you want access to everything, if you want to know what switches to turn on to get your engagement, if you want to know how to create and build systems or get them done for you, if you want to know how to create content, if you want to know how to stream live like I'm doing, we have that available for you. I mean, it's as simple as doing things like this. We'll show you how to turn your live streaming into something that's very, very entertaining. Like if you can't do this on live stream, I don't know why you're on live stream. You should be able to do things like this. You should be able to have cool little things that happen. You should be able to do some really nice stuff on live stream. And so everything that I'm doing here, we show you. We show you lighting setup. We show you microphone setup. We show you how to really do everything to profit online. And again, it's very, very hard to find this type of value or someone that's going to literally just show you this stuff because, again, it's not common, right? And so I do this stuff here. You kind of see what I'm doing. And many people can't even do this on their live. So we'll show you how to do this. And so we'll probably, just for this week, because I got to go to the doctor on Monday, we'll probably do it Tuesday, potentially. So we'll see. But then the following Monday, every Monday or every week, we're going to have training. So if you're here and someone invited you, then grab a link to the community, make sure you're in, because we're going to have training this week and you'll start to be able to learn everything that we talked about here. So folks, that is it for our presentation. Thank you for spending the good part of an hour and 9 minutes with me. Hopefully, I gave you some value. And even if you don't join this community, at least you know 3 things that are preventing you from getting the reach that you deserve. If you want training on it, our community is open to you. Again, if you're seeing this with me, just ask me for a link. I'll send it to you. You can sign up in the community. And guys, it's literally 80 cents a day to learn this stuff. You earn more money than 80 cents a day. It's 80 cents a day to learn this stuff, and that 80 cents a day you get back. So again, any money that you spend with us, we show you how to get it returned to you. So this costs you nothing, really. I mean, obviously there's a cost to join the community, but it's reimbursed. So with that said, folks, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys showing up live and commenting. And if someone invited you, get back to them, get a link from them. If I invited you, get back to me and get a link from me. And we'll see you potentially on our next training, which happens in the next few days. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a great Saturday.